Hey, this is Goran with Chicagoland Brokers with a research video here on fix and flip properties that happened in the past year in the north side of Chicago and surrounding suburban area. Again, these properties were acquired less than a year ago and sold within a year. So most of them were sold from close to close in 7 months. So a little bit of research on the activity and what can happen in the Chicago area. These are the ones that I picked. There's 24 properties here. I won't go through all of them, but a little bit about me. I am a real estate agent that works with real estate investors. I'm an investor myself. My first flip was back in 1996, property I acquired out in Carpentersville. I've been flipping ever since then. I got my real estate license in 2002, but it was after the bubble that I really jumped in full time, helping investors make money fixing and flipping properties in the Chicagoland area. So it's been full speed ahead, and it's still very active. Competition's high, but there's still money to be made out there. And again, this research here will show you what people are doing to make money in the Chicago area. If at any point you want to reach out to me, I'll give you my phone number right now. This is going to be a video that's lasting a little bit longer, but you'll see some of the work that people are doing. And I think it'll be very beneficial to you if you're thinking about investing in the Chicago area. So my phone number is 773-273-9155. Again, somewhere below the video, you'll be able to see this. And please share this video. Please like it so I get a little bit more traffic coming to it. Hopefully you'll get value again out of this video. So I'll start out with the first property. It's in Mount Prospect. You can see they purchased it for $215 and sold it for $385. This was 2 West Oxford. They purchased it about a year ago, October 16th. Again at $215,000. Let's see here. You can see what it looked like here. Just an outdated property. Typical property in Mount Prospect. This was about 1,400 square foot home. Sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather here. And this is when they sold it. They sold it May 17th, 2016 of this year. So about 7 months later for $385,000. We'll take a look at photos. Again, this was a 2-bedroom, 2 bedrooms in the basement as well, a 2-bath home. Here are the photos. So this is typical work that like we've been doing also in the Mount Prospect. As a matter of fact, in all our projects in Chicago as well. The white shaker cabinets, giving them hardwood floors, crown moldings. This is a really, really nice job. Again, for a 1,400 square foot home. This was real nice. They brought up the washer and dryer to the first floor and finished the basement. Again, about $160,000 margin on this property. They acquired it and sold it within 7 months, 7.5 months. Here's one in Oak Park. This one they had purchased at $350,000. November 30th of 2015. There's some photos of it. You can see again an outdated property. Purchased at $350,000 end of November of last year. Then they sold it for $830,000 June 21st of this year. Again, this is in Oak Park, 442 Berkshire Street in Oak Park. There's no photos of the interior here, but even if they did a $200,000 rehab on this property or a $250,000 rehab on this property, you're still looking at a $230,000 margin there. Again, sold within a year, within 7 to 8 months. Here's a property that I personally was part of with one of my investors. We purchased this property at 511 Deborah, October 6, 2015, for $215,000. There was no interior, but it needed a lot of work. Then we sold it March 3rd, so about 4 months later for $385,000. And I know this one, it took our guys about $80,000 to finish it on the inside. The biggest cost was electric heat. We had to convert to gas. There was actually no gas lines to the property at all. Here's some of the photos of what that came out like. Here's another property in Oak Park. These guys purchased this place for $236,000. They put end of November of last year. They put a second story addition on this property. You can see here in the photo. Sold it for $649,000. About 10 months later. So it took them 10 months in the city of Oak Park to get their permits approved, do a 2-story addition that doesn't cost any more than maybe $225,000 to maximum $250,000 to do. Purchase the property, so they're all day in at $480,000 and they sold at $650,000. Again, this was in 10 months' time from close to close. Here's another property that I had part of 1422 South Circle. We purchased it at $236,000, November of 2015. Sold it June 7th, 2016, about seven and a half months later for $400,000. Again, this one costs about $80,000 to do. Here's a property in Arlington Heights. We actually bid on this one and lost out. These people picked it up at $196,000. It was a 3-bedroom, 1-bath ranch. Smaller property, so the rehab cost wasn't that much. They sold it for $355,000 July 15th. So again, they were about 11 months later, or I'm sorry, about 8 months later, they sold the property. Again, that was Arlington Heights. This video is dragging on. I'm going to do as much as I can. There's a 10-minute limit. Hopefully, you're still sticking around. If this piques your interest, and it should prove that there is money to be made in the Chicago area, whether you're looking to lend just money for a percentage or you're looking to use your own money and max out profits and be the actual investor purchasing the property and dealing with the contractors and making the max potential profit, reach out to me. I can help you out at 773-273-9155. I do only work in north side of Chicago and the surrounding suburbs. I do not go to the south side. Typically, we're seeing you need to have around $300,000 to $350,000 cash on hand to do flips like these. So please reach out to me again, 773-273-9155. Here's one in Avondale, 2709 North Albany. They purchased this property for $319,000 and built new construction. Again, within a year's time. So they bought this in October of 2015 and closed on it July 19th of 2016. So about 8 months later, or I'm sorry, 10 months later, they sold it for $1,024,000. Again, they purchased the place at about what, $319,000 and sold it for $1,024,000. All day long, these properties do not cost more than $350 to build. Plenty of margin there to make some money. 2839 North Ridgeway. They purchased for $195K in October 29th, end of October last year. Rehabbed it and sold it for $440,000 July 26th of this year. Again, this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch. And these ranches do not cost more than $80,000, maybe you get away with $75,000 to rehab them on the low end, $85,000 to $90,000 on the high end to rehab them. Again, this one is in Chicago. 3045 Avers in Avondale. They purchased this one at an unbelievably low price. It was a short sale, so they waited out on it. $135,000, rehabbed it and sold it for $500,000. Not many of those kind of opportunities out there, but if you were willing to stick out and wait for a short sale, there still are. $142,000 at 3458 North New England. They bought in October 2015. Sold it about 4 months later for $357,000. So hopefully this shows you that there is potential to rehab, fix and flip in the Chicago area. I'm running out of time here. Again, my phone number, if you're interested in working with me in flipping in the Chicago area, is 773-273-9155. Goran with Chicagoland Brokers. Thank you.